Recently, you broke up. The crying seemed scripted. I feel like someone...
Bro, how can you script a cry? Mo, do you know what's not authentic?
What?
Your hair color. I never liked Andrew Tate. This the fuck the woman. This is my issue with Andrew Tate supporters, is that they do not do enough research. Don't say you're Muslim, okay, and pretend you are like the next sheikh when you are having these and drinking alcohol left and right.
Welcome to the Vibe Show. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. So today we have one of the most special episodes because this is a long time coming. This episode was a long time coming. We have Nas Daily with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the show. I'm pretty sure everyone knows you at this point. I mean, everyone on my podcast definitely knows you. But I'm going to do a quick introduction anyways.
How many of them like me?
I don't think many. You are one of those guys.
Do they like me more or less than Andrew Tate?
I think they love Andrew Tate.
Okay, so your audience is f***ed up.
No. Okay. All right. Oh, come on, man.
Let's continue.
All right, so guys.
I made enemies at the beginning, first 20 seconds.
No, why do you not like Andrew Tate? I think he's a great guy.
I don't like this.
I'm not even like. I mean, look.
Podcast is over.
All right. I'm just gonna beep everything. All right. Anyways, guys, welcome to the podcast. So Nas, you are one.
Nasir.
Nas
means people in Arabic. It's the company
I call you Nas. All right. So we have Nasir, guys, who's built Nas Daily. At this point, how many views do you get monthly on your channels?
Roughly 500 million.
500 million views a month.
Yeah.
And where did this all start?
It all started 7 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was a software engineer. I was working at PayPal in New York. And I said, wow, this life is boring. And I would like to live a better life. And living a better life means traveling and documenting your travels and making content. And so I made thousands of videos. So far, I made 1,550 videos or so. And a lot of my videos were short, to the point, 1 minute long. And after 300 videos, Nas Daily failed. It was a failure. My first 270 videos were a failure. Nobody watched. And then day number 271, bam, it blew up.
Wow. Like that, 271.
Damn. Yeah, 271 failures and if I quit on those 270 days, I wouldn't be here with you on the podcast.
And when you say fail, like, of course it got some views. Like, it must have like 10, 12, like what's the failure?
So 10,000 Facebook views.
With all of the videos?
Like the average views per video were 10,000 Facebook views. And what does that tell you? If a Facebook view is 3 seconds long.
So that was, okay, so it was really low.
Yeah, it was like basically 2,000 full views.
And when you said the 271 day, what happened? Like one video went viral?
Yeah, it got like 30 million views.
30 million.
30 million.
That's when it started off.
That's when like, wow, I was 100,000 followers on Facebook. And then the next day I became 400,000 followers on Facebook. In one day.
That's crazy.
Insane.
And that was like when you're like, oh shit, I made it.
I was like, yes. And now we're in business. I've been waiting for this for 271 days, but now we're in business.
So obviously doing that for 271 days, was there ever a time you were like, you know what, I want to quit. This is not working out. Let me go back to my well-paid job.
Yeah, I think about quitting 50% of my life. So roughly every other day, I think about quitting because it's really, really hard. Making videos, I thought about quitting 500 days. Even now I'm building a company, I think about quitting all the time. I think people watching this think that successful people don't quit, or successful people are so determined they don't think about quitting. I think about it all the time. I just never do it.
Yeah.
But I think about it.
But there must be some motivating factor. Like what keeps you going? What stops you from quitting?
Yeah, I think it's because there is meaning to the videos. The videos are not just me at a beach having fun. The videos are about people. It's about stories, about deep stories that have meaning. And so there's no reason to stop. I find that this is, for me, is a life and death challenge, and it's really important. So that's why I can't quit.
Now, you say the videos have meaning, and that's something I want to start off with. Like, why did you start? Like, was there a purpose behind this? I mean, obviously you wanted to travel, have fun.
Yeah.
But now you've kind of shifted, like, I want to help people. I want purpose behind this. So what is that exactly about?
So I started Nas Daily because I was angry. It's not because I wanted to be a vlogger. It's not because I wanted to make money. I was just angry at the way the world works.
Yeah.
The way the world works is for lack of a better word, you know, the fact that half the world is still poor, the fact that we don't care about Kenya unless there's a terrorist explosion in Kenya, you know, unless you're American, you don't matter. You know, there's so many stories in Dubai. Dubai, they think of it as a place that, you know, is still a desert. You know, the stories of us are not reaching the TVs, and that's anger inducing. And so I was really angry at the fact that no one is telling these stories. And I wanted to tell them. I wanted to make these videos that Al Jazeera was not making, that CNN was not making.
Yeah.
And I found that to be incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, and actually talking about that, one thing that recently happened, and I know I'm moving a bit quick. You saw with this whole Titanic voyage thing that they did.
Yeah.
And obviously that's an unfortunate situation, but that's being covered globally on the news right now.
Yes.
But there's also these boats with these
At the same time,
refugees that are dying,
Correct.
hundreds of them.
Correct.
And actually they're making it stricter for them to get in and basically essentially killing them.
Correct.
So is that a story you're going to cover?
That's an example of a story Nas Daily would cover.
Yeah.
I'm not fully making videos now, so I'm not really on it.
Yeah.
But if I was making daily videos, I would cover the story of the boat because it deserves equal attention to the Titanic story. The Titanic story is really sad. I'm actually very sad about it.
Yeah.
Whether you're a billionaire or whether you're poor, you know, the human life is equal.
Yeah.
But I do believe there's unfairness when it comes to media. Some people get more attention than others.
By the way, saying that, obviously I wanna be a bit evil right now. A lot of people say that you would cover news that benefits your thing. Do you not think so?
What does that mean?
As in, like, because I've seen comments, you know, you get lots of hate, right? Guys, by the way, Nas, he loves hate.
Okay, first of all,
I mean,
Nasir.
everyone-
Second of all, it's 95% love.
Yeah,
And
no.
third of all, I get a lot less hate than you do.
I do.
So-
By the way,
so Mo, you're coming and telling me I get a lot of-
No,
a
I
lot
get
of
lots of hate. Like, that's my whole brand.
I know you by Nas, but you said what?
Nasir.
Nasir.
But
Nasir Yassin. That's
like
what
me,
it is.
I'm
Nasir.
Muhammad, but I say Mo all the time, you know? Like,
Yeah. No, Nas means people.
Yeah.
And Nas. I'm not the company.
Okay.
Nas
Nasir.
Daily is not me. Mo Vlogs is you, but Nas Daily is not me. Nas Daily is an idea.
Yeah.
It's a company.
So Nasir.
Nasir.
Sorry, I like.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
Because you're famous. Like when you say Nas Daily, I'm
Everybody-
like everyone knows that.
Yeah.
and I
You
didn't
know,
it's
I get
Nasir.
mistaken for you all the time.
No.
I'll tell you
If
one
your hair
crazy
wasn't
story.
blonde,
You're
I
kidding.
think so. Yeah,
I'll tell you the
definitely.
craziest
I see
story.
it now.
I'll tell you the craziest
Yeah, you
story.
guys do
So
look alike,
we're in a
by the
theme
way.
park,
Yeah.
right? And obviously, I'd organized with the theme park that I'm going to come do some filming. So they kind of skipped me past the queue, put me
Yeah.
in front of everyone, and I went to film, right?
Yeah.
But then I didn't get the shot, so I did it again.
Some people got angry.
And then some people got very angry because I guess they're waiting, but like I didn't try and take time. Like I was just doing it twice back to
Yeah.
back quickly, you know, to get the shot. And then some guy got really mad. He was like, "You're Nas Daily.
Oh no.
You're supposed to be helping people."
No.
And I was like,
Please tell him you're not Nas Daily.
I told him, "Yeah, that's me." He was like, "You're such a bad person. You're supposed to be helping people. Nas Daily, I know you." I was like, "Listen, bro, it is what it is."
Oh my God.
So there's someone in the world that hates you because of me.
This is the evil brother.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I could have told him I'm not Nas Daily, but I was getting hate. So, like, I might as well just deter it.
Classic Mo. Classic.
You should make your hair blonde and start going on
I
a
should.
bad
But, like, I don't know how I get that
just to get
mistake.
equal with him.
You know how many times they call me Nas Daily? I just don't get it. Yo, you're Nas. I'm like, I'm not, but all right, whatever. I just kind of just adopted it now,
That
you
is
know?
insane.
Yeah. So now when they see this podcast.
Because we are
boom.
so different on the internet. Our content is so different.
Yeah.
You have like 4 luxury cars in your backyard, and I have only this T-shirt to like as my possession.
You'd be surprised. Me and you are very similar.
Really?
I think so.
You have a luxury car in the backyard.
But I'm very frugal with my money. I mean,
He always says this.
you got, like, look, me and you, like, I wear the same black shirt every day. Like, I have multiple of them, obviously, but
Yeah.
like, it's very simple, you know. It's like a 20 dirham T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I think we're very similar. We're just like we work.
That's true. That's true. And that's what I've discovered after meeting you in real life.
Yeah.
Because your online persona and offline persona are a little bit different.
Yeah.
And in real life, this guy is much quieter, right?
Yeah. A lot quieter.
A lot quieter, a lot more humble,
And I think, yeah, nicer.
a lot nicer, yeah, and a lot like less materialistic.
Yeah, 100%. Like I really couldn't care less
Yeah.
except for videos. But is that something you struggle on? Do you think people don't know the real Nasir?
No, I think my online content reflects who I am.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of creators, maybe especially here
Yeah.
in the Middle East. A lot of us, have this obsession with being loved. It's like it is important that the world loves me, and I think that's not important. It is important that you remain authentic.
Yeah.
That's what's important. And when you're authentic, half the world will love you to death,
Yeah.
and the other half will hate you to death. That's where you should be. And so, being loved basically makes you a clown. A clown is 100% loved, and a clown is not who he really is.
Yeah.
So, what I want people to think about me is every word I say on the videos or in real life is what I actually believe.
Yeah.
Whether it's about the Israel-Palestine conflict, or whether it's about luxury cars, or whether it's about travel or people or countries, whatever it is, what I say is what I believe.
Now,
You like it, you like it. You don't like it, it's okay.
have you ever gone into like problems because of that?
Many times. Huge, many times. We'll go slightly apart. Slightly apart.
Guys.
There is nothing easier than pleasing the Middle East by saying there is no Israel. If you want to get 100 million lovers in the Middle East, just go say there is no Israel,
Yeah.
and then everybody will love you.
Yeah.
But that's not reality. Reality is you need to be on the ground and believe that there is an Israel and there is a Palestine. And whoever doesn't believe that there is space for two countries is living on Mars. And so this is what I truly believe.
Yeah.
And I say this publicly.
Yeah.
And that has gotten me like an incredible amount of pushback in the Middle East. Half of Egypt doesn't believe Israel exists. It's fine, but that's what I believe. I'm from Israel, whether
Yeah.
they like it or not. So that's an example of saying what I truly believe in,
Yeah.
even though I know it will bother tens of millions of people.
Yeah. Now, I want to talk about your upbringing. So you were born in Israel or Palestine?
Wait, what is that what you said?
Born?
Where? In?
It's like Israel. I'm sorry. Like,
You're
gonna get canceled.
You were born in Israel?
Yes, I'm a Palestinian Israeli.
So you're half.
No, I'm full 100% Palestinian parents,
Parents?
mother, father, Muslim, Palestinian.
Yeah.
But we were born and raised under Israel,
Okay.
under
In
the
the
Israeli
city
government, in the country of Israel.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
But
so
is it
one of the
is it
cities.
Israel
Yeah.
right now or no?
Sorry?
Right now there's no more, like they don't call it Israel.
Who?
Like the people, right?
What people?
They say it doesn't. You just said they say it doesn't
I'm
exist.
very confused, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't
No, because
know
honestly, look,
much
Palestine and
about the
Israel
po-
is the same place.
No, it's not the same place.
It's like the same country.
So,
No, Palestine and Israel is two countries.
But a lot of people
independent-
say that Israel is Palestine.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying it's like the same place. But some people say no, this is still Israel. But Palestine took it over, I guess.
No. It's a very, very complicated history thing, which we probably shouldn't go over it.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a dispute over territory.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not like Jews live in one area and Palestinians live in another. This is the situation. It's this.
They're together.
They're all like 1 kilometer here there's Jews and 1 kilometer here there's Muslims, right? And there's like Palestinians here, there's Israelis here, there's Palestinians. So it's very mixed. It's very difficult to so there's no, anyway, basically I grew up in a complicated identity.
Yeah.
I don't have a flag.
Yeah.
People wave the Palestinian flag, but that's not my flag. And the Israeli flag, I don't relate to it as much.
But question, because obviously your parents were from Palestine.
Yeah.
Why does it matter so much for you? Wouldn't it just be easier to say, yeah, I'm from Palestine?
No, because I have an Israeli citizenship.
Okay.
I am under Israeli laws.
Yeah.
My parents pay taxes to the Israeli government.
Okay.
Saying that we are not from Israel is just a lie.
Yeah.
And I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
So it's important not to lie.
So moving on, how
Yeah.
was your upbringing? So,
Oh, it sucked. Horrible. I hated it.
so you were born in Israel then?
So I was born in Israel, and for 20 years I lived there.
Yeah.
But there's a thing, living as a Palestinian in Israel does not make you equal. I was not born and raised in an equal I didn't feel equal
Yeah.
to a Jewish Israeli.
Yeah.
And that bothered me a lot. That's part of why I became angry.
Why did they bully you?
It's like second-class citizen, right? It's kind of like being African American
In America, yeah.
in America, right? It's like second-class citizen. And, I didn't have as many opportunities. I didn't have as many, nothing happens in my village, nothing.
Yeah.
And so I always wanted to escape. I knew it from the day I was born that I needed to get the hell out to go find those opportunities. So at age 20 or 19, I said, I'm going to go to America. So I applied to colleges in America, and that's how I went there, to America to study.
You
And
went alone?
I went alone. Yeah.
how big is your family? I just want to know.
We're like 6.
6 kids.
Well, no. Well,
6 including your...
4 kids.
Yeah.
Me, 2 brothers, 1 sister, and then 2 parents.
So how's your relationship with the family? Because I don't think I've ever seen your family online.
I mean-
think I've seen some.
Have you seen it? I haven't
Yes.
seen it.
Yes,
But
I
how's
have.
your relationship with them?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it looked very happy family.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw it. It was a
Yes,
nice
yes.
picture.
No real problems.
Yeah.
No real problems. Pretty good. Like
Yeah.
I think my parents are great. My brothers and sisters are great. Like, I'm not the best family guy,
Yeah.
but we're not fighting. So we have really good like relationships. So
Are they also online with what they do, or are you the only guy that's like out there?
oh no, my brother is also now making content about
Really?
supercars.
No
And you may have
way.
seen his videos.
I met him.
You may have seen his videos.
Didn't I
Yes.
meet him at the summit?
Yes, you did meet him
I
at the
met him
summit, yeah.
summit. Yeah.
So he's now a reminder of more vlogs in front of you in the house.
My own brother.
You see?
You know, now the thing is, he hates luxury content.
Oh boy! Now
Guys,
you got
Nas
one in the
hates
family.
what I do.
Own brother.
And your own brother joined forces. Come on, we need him on the
You're gonna
podcast.
see more vlogs in next to him. They're side by side.
There is
to
a
you
high
right now.
chance this will happen. No, I don't hate luxury content. I hate associating success with money,
Why?
because success is more than just money. Money is a byproduct of success.
Yeah.
Money comes when you're successful.
Yeah.
But you need to be successful not just by making money.
Yeah.
You need to be successful by saving lives, by
Yeah.
building countries, by building skyscrapers.
Absolutely.
The rulers of this country are successful.
Yeah.
Money just came second.
Yeah. But my question is, why are you against the showing the luxury aspect of it? All right, we understand that
Yeah.
everyone knows to be rich, successful.
Yeah.
You obviously have to do something quite well, then you make the
Correct.
money. But why are you against now showing, I
Yeah.
guess, the fruits of your labor?
Because money is a number. And when you chase numbers, numbers never end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always the next million. There's always that next 10 million. And the problem with that is, for you, it's fine. You've been lucky enough to be successful. I've been lucky enough to make millions of dollars too. I also have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't talk about it as much. Now, it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about money. But I want the kid that's watching this to understand that, you're not going to be happier if you have $1 million in your bank account.
Yeah.
And you're definitely not going to be happier if you have a Lamborghini. And sometimes I feel like some of this content on the internet makes people think they will be happy if they get that $1 million. And I got that $1 million and I was fucking depressed
Why?
because it's just a number in my bank account. And I don't know how to spend it. I don't want to spend it. The happiness comes when you do something that's not money. And maybe it's just me, but I think a lot of people will soon realize money does money make you happy?
Yeah, I'm very similar to you. Like I've
Temporarily,
always
I
said that
Temporarily, that's
yeah,
fair.
I've always said money doesn't make you happy. Because I've been very less rich. I'd say, like, I hate saying poor because everyone's gonna say, yo, you've never been poor. You don't know what poor is. I guess I've been lower class and I've been happier. I used to play video games all day and be
Yeah.
happy. So I don't think money is necessarily a permanent happy factor, but also I think it's good to have money.
It's amazing to have money. Everybody should have money.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm looking at the video guy. How much money do you have? You.
He doesn't.
Do you have enough money? No. Okay. You need to make a lot of money. You need to have money, right? I think that's important.
Yeah.
But the only reason why you should have money is not to be happy, is to give you back your time and your freedom to do whatever you want. That makes you happy. It's a big difference between money is the happiness versus money will help you find what makes you happy.
Why were you sad when you had $1 million?
Because I didn't feel accomplished in the sense I wanted to be accomplished. For me, success is about building a company.
Yeah.
I don't know why. For some people, success is about building a family. For others, success is about traveling. success is about having kids. My success is that, but also building a 1,000-person company.
Yeah.
I just want to build a big company. I just feel that the thing that makes me the happiest is giving people a job. That's what makes me the happiest in life.
Yeah. No, I get it. Look, I don't want to go against you so much, but like,
Yeah, please do.
the thing is, like, this is my theory too, right? I always say the same, but also I feel like as humans we're selfish. I feel like, let's say if you could hire 1,000 people right now, but if they weren't profitable for you, you wouldn't do it.
For sure. Yes.
So are we really looking to help people, or are we looking to help ourselves and kind of satisfy ourselves that we've helped others, but really we're making
Absolutely
money?
correct. I do not believe in selflessness. The reason I want to give people jobs is because it makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah.
I'm still selfish. I'm not saying I'm selfless.
No, but it also makes you money.
Yeah, I want to find a way to pay them. The reason I don't have 1,000 people today is because I don't have a way to pay them.
Okay.
So I want to find a way to make money to be able to pay people every month.
We got a special guest in the.
No, this is great. I have 10 cats. I love cats. Come.
You have 10 cats.
Yeah. Well, foster.
Wow.
10,
Same.
8. You have 10 cats?
We have 14
By the way, all of ours are
fosters.
also from
Really?
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That's so
We're
cool.
so similar.
We're so similar.
I swear.
The only difference is the price of our shirts.
Actually, this is a cheap shirt, no?
Yeah, actually, this is not.
This is it's fake. It's not fake, but it's not a brand. Is it a brand?
No, this is not a brand.
Yeah,
It looks like a brand.
I like only watches.
It's good. This is great. This is great. But do you have any adopted cats?
Yeah,
I mean, all of them are from the road.
From the streets.
Okay, so it's fosters.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like whatever cat comes in the area, we kind of feed it. Yeah.
And some of them just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They just like when you're in the garage, you see, oh, there's a kitten.
You
Now.
feel bad, you know.
It's a
There's
great
like they
feeling.
can't feed themselves, so
Yes.
it's like you have to.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. But I only have 2 adopted cats that I'm responsible for, and the other 8 are like temporary,
Yeah.
taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. So what were we talking about right now?
So we're talking about
yeah, the
how
money factor.
As humans,
Money.
like if there isn't profit, we sometimes have
Yeah,
to.
that's the thing.
But then it's like, if you think about it, I feel it's like, okay, if a person isn't trying to contribute and is trying to let people down, they kind of like, then they're pulling everyone else down, and then your company's going to start losing and everyone's
Yeah.
going to start suffering. So
Yeah.
maybe, you know, it's not, I don't know if you can class that as being selfish. I mean, you can try to sort of help them out.
You're trying to. Really, she's
on my
She's
side.
on your
No,
side.
But I'm trying. Okay, and we gotta imagine that sometimes, like, if someone doesn't want to help and they just want to lay back, do nothing, and make everyone suffer, who's the selfish one? They're the selfish one, in my opinion.
Okay, look,
Like,
I have an example, and I want you to answer
and
this.
then you can give them chances, talk to them. But if 3 strikes, you see they're not gonna move, then
Yeah.
I feel like you have to let go people in a company. Isn't that right? That's my
Well,
opinion.
this is the dark side of building a company, is that sometimes you have to do that. That is the dark side, and I don't particularly enjoy that. But you know, if you want to make the most profit, then don't hire anybody. If you want to make the most profit, then make a YouTube channel like you're doing, have one helper, and then your profit margin is 99%. My profit margin is 10%.
But 10% of 20 million and
No, I don't have 20 million. That's right.
10% of a bigger amount, or 90% of 1 million is a big difference.
Yeah, but yeah, look, I'm not saying I want to make a 1,000-person nonprofit.
Yeah.
It's to be very clear and very authentic. I want to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay? But because I want to take that money and make bigger ideas come to life.
Give me an example. Like what are you trying to do in life?
Okay. Well, I want to try to build a technology company.
Yeah.
I want to build a hotel. I want to build a production company. I want to also build not hotel. I want to build 30 hotels around the world.
Yeah.
I wanna create an experiences summit
Yeah.
brand, a conference brand. I want to do a lot. I want to hire people. I want to build an office in the US, in Singapore, in Japan. I want to do an office in India. So I'd love to do that. And for that I need money.
Why hotels?
You're in a lot of industries, man. I
Why
didn't know
hotels?
that.
Why do you want hotels now?
So I'll
You
explain it.
went
I'm
from
sorry.
Elon Musk to Hilton Line.
He's like,
I'm confused now.
You want to own the world?
No, I don't. Okay, I'm so sorry. I need to explain it better.
Relax.
I need to explain it better.
We
My
got a
mission
different side.
statement in life
Yeah.
is to bring people together. So that's 3 words that the only thing I want to do is bring people together.
Yeah.
So what brings people together?
Yeah.
Businesses.
Media does. Like media can help you love the world. Travel brings people together. Conferences bring people together. Technology helps us connect. So because I grew up in Israel and Palestine, where I saw people hate each other so much, they want to kill each other every single day. I wanted my life to be the opposite of this.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted my life to be about bringing people together. And travel does that.
Yeah.
Media does that. Technology does that. That's why you don't see me in the jewelry space. I'm not building a jewelry line. I'm not selling t-shirts. I don't think t-shirts bring people together. So I'm not selling my t-shirt.
Yeah.
So we're really laser focused on one mission.
Yeah.
And that's why hotels make sense.
Quick one. Are you religious?
I'm spiritual.
Do you have a religion?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Okay, you're Muslim.
Yeah, but I don't. Do you pray 5 times a day?
No.
Oh, because I'm like you then.
Okay, but do you believe in a higher power? You believe,
Yes.
Like me is like I believe in God. I believe do good things. It's just I don't, everything else in between.
You're like easy mode.
Yeah. But religion brings people together.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about like getting onto like I guess spreading religious messages?
No, because religion brings people together in an exclusive way.
Yeah.
It says, if you are Christian, then Jesus is the way.
Yeah.
If you are Muslim, then Islam is the solution. If you are Hindu, then this is the way. So religion brings people together, but in a very small, in very specific circles of guidelines.
Yeah.
So it also basically becomes, you cannot invite a Hindu to a Muslim religious gathering, right? So yes, religion is a great thing. I love religion. I think it helps bring people together in, on a family setting, on a culture setting, on a country level, but not on a global level.
Yeah.
So that's why I've kind of stayed away.
Here's the thing. I want to say this. I'm going to talk about myself. This is one thing I've been thinking about recently a lot. So you say you believe in God or higher power, and you believe. So you believe in the existence of something afterlife.
Yes, for sure.
But I also say this to myself. But this is I'm not trying to go at you. This is also something I self-talk about myself every day. I say, if we really do believe that we're gonna die and there's gonna be a God and there's gonna be a heaven or hell, then why are we not praying 5 times a day? Why are we not doing everything to be the best human possible? Because if you think about it, I was asking a friend of mine this, and I was saying like, why don't we do it? And it was actually Ahmed. I was asking Ahmed this question. He was like, look, in this world, we as humans know that we need to exercise to get a 6-pack, but we still don't do it.
Yeah.
So how do you expect us to now go ahead and pray for something that is going to happen after our existence? We don't even do stuff that we need to do here.
Makes sense.
So as a person, do not try right now think about that. Or do you not think about that? Like, actually, wait a second, we are going to die and there is going to be, so like if I was genuinely thinking about it with a better brain, like I should be the best human being I can right now.
I don't disagree with you. This is the first thing we agree on. Yes, you should be praying and I should be praying and you should be praying. I don't know why we don't do it now. Maybe because we're too distracted by mundane stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Distracted by money.
That's the thing. I genuinely no. And by the way,
he's distracted by money.
I've been having these self-reflections so much. We're so distracted in getting stuff here. If it's the money, if it's building the companies, if it's whatever, that sometimes I'm like, yo, we're so distracted from the bigger picture.
Correct. I think the way I'm sort of thinking about structuring my life is my 20s were about learning how to make videos, learning how to make social media. My 30s are about doing for the planet Earth, for today. So 30 to 40, I'm going to build things for today. So build a company, things you can touch. And then 40s after is going to be about things that are bigger than life, bigger than planet Earth, which probably is spirituality. It's probably something more important than building a company. So I kind of divide my life in 10-year chunks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, guys, that's something I've been thinking about a lot. Religion, I think it's a beautiful thing. If you're out there and you do pray, that's great. If you don't, look into religion. I think it's something beautiful. I'm very similar to you, where the only thing I don't like is I don't like these conflicts, I don't like people fighting about religion. I think that's against the point of it,
Yeah.
Moving on. This is actually this is the one thing I really wanted to talk about
Oh
today.
no!
This is
This is gonna be the reel. You're gonna take 20-second cut of this.
no, this
By the
is
way, make sure you send me every single reel you make out of this.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I approve them
Look,
before you take a 20 seconds of me saying
like
something crazy.
I'm a horrible person, but this is the topic I really wanted to talk about, and this is and I'll tell you why, because this is something we talked about ages ago as well. This is the moment. This is the moment.
Shit, I'm kind of worried.
Recently, you broke up.
Oh no! Yes, I did.
You broke up from a 7-year relationship.
We broke up. We broke up.
We not we, but yeah. How did that happen? Was it like a something
You're okay
over time?
talking about this?
Yeah, very okay, very okay. How did that happen?
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, I was in a 6-year relationship with my partner Aline.
Yeah.
She is the most incredible human
Yeah.
I've met in the last 31 years. The funniest, the wittiest, the kindest.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
That being said, it doesn't mean we should be together,
Yeah.
right? So we were together for 6 years, and at some point, our lives just became different.
Yeah.
You know, her interests became different than my interests.
Yeah.
Her priorities different than my priorities. And it's completely natural for both of us to sit together and say, look, something's changed.
Yeah.
I'm not getting what I want from you. You're not getting what I want from me. Let's call it quits.
Yeah.
And so 2 adult people got in a room, had that conversation for 5, 6, 7 hours. And then we've agreed with a lot of tears that, yes, it makes sense to put an end to it. And we did.
But my question is, obviously these differences that came about, did they come about like over a span of how long?
Probably 2 years. So it takes, you know, for things to break, it's not like a one big fight. We're not like that. It's 2 years of slow and steady changes. For example,
Yeah.
when we first met, we were spending 24 hours together because we were traveling together. Then I built a company and I went to the office 20
Yeah.
hours. So I only had 4 hours with her. Then I'm not doing my part as a boyfriend because I'm spending so much time in the office. She wasn't doing her part as a girlfriend, but I'll let her speak about that, right? So what I needed, what she needed, just not the same. And after 2 years of this for 700 days, then it breaks.
Yeah. And obviously, how are you coping with it now? Because I've also been through a breakup before. I understand this whole difference thing.
Yeah.
Now, like after, is there any feelings that you're like, maybe I should have done this? Or I mean, obviously you guys are on very good terms now,
Yeah.
which is something that a lot of couples don't get to
Yeah.
see, you know?
Yeah.
But do you ever have like thoughts yourself, like, you know what, maybe I do want it, you know?
I'll tell you when I will be sad. I will be sad when I know I cannot talk to her or reach her through WhatsApp and meet with her in person and like just see her presence in my life.
Yeah.
And now as a friend, I still get the chance to do that.
Yeah.
You know, if I call her now, I can talk to her.
Yeah.
I can text her, she responds. We talk every day, right? So I don't feel like I've lost her.
Yeah.
I feel like we've agreed to become friends, and independently now we're exploring what we like in life. But so I think why people are sad when they break up, I think it's because you lose that person's presence in your life. And
Yeah.
that's really what makes it sad, because you block each other or you stop talking forever because it's healthier, blah, blah. But we didn't stop talking and we didn't block each other. So I'm not as sad
Yeah.
as you think I am.
But I think what I'm trying to say is obviously that's great. But that's not always going to be an option.
Yes, that's when I'll be sad.
No, but you know what I'm trying to say? Because obviously, like, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's like sometimes like there's things that are there, and then, you know, like, I mean, look, everything happens for a reason. I'm not saying it doesn't, but anyways, are you happy now?
Yes. I'm excited
Yeah.
to explore and feel and understand who am I and what do I like
Yeah.
and what the kind of person do I vibe with.
Yeah.
So I started by going to therapy. So now I have
Oh.
a therapist. It's great. 1 hour every week, talk to somebody about your emotions.
You got a therapist after you broke up.
Yeah. And I bought a piano.
No way.
And I started playing sad songs. But the therapist helps a lot.
Yeah.
Did you go to therapy?
No.
Do you go to therapy?
I Before, yeah.
Yeah, most women go to therapy more than men. I've
Yeah.
noticed, especially Arab men. But it's nice to help you process your emotions. So now I'm learning about myself better. I've become much healthier. So I'm becoming better. And now you're talking to other people,
Yeah.
other women, and you are seeing what you like.
Yeah.
Do you know the kind of person that's a perfect fit for you?
I don't think there is.
But do you know that kind of person's qualities that you match with, vibe with?
I think so.
Yeah, but you need to be confident of so.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I think so.
I think so. I don't think we ever know. Look, I think we always say we want someone similar, but if they're similar, it'll never work.
But
Yes.
I mean, I personally don't think you can really choose. It just happens. I mean,
I think it's
question,
just-
when
yeah.
you guys met, like, did you, like, it just, did it happen?
It just happened.
It just
yeah.
happened.
It just
Out
happened.
of
You felt
nowhere.
it. It felt
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But I guess the question is, what kind of person you should date? Is it a person that has like fiery personality, selfish or loving, busy or available, rich or poor, like these qualities you need to know,
Yeah.
right?
No, you can never know.
You never know.
I
You
think
can
I heard
never
somewhere saying like you fall in love with someone that kind of represents like your mom's personality. I heard somewhere because you've grown up with that female energy or something.
Really? I've never heard
I heard
about
that somewhere.
I've
It's
never
like
heard that before. It sounds kind of weird.
A girl's first love is her dad. A boy's first love is his mom.
Oh,
I've heard that.
I mean, that does sound, like, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Now, one more thing. Obviously, we talked about that.
Are you single?
Yeah.
How often do you go on dates?
And this recently quite a bit.
Like how often?
Like right now it's like I'm dating the same person. No, not dating. I don't know. Like I'm seeing someone.
So benefits.
I'm confused.
No, there's no benefits.
What are you
I'm having dinners. I'm enjoying
Only
yeah.
dinners.
Yeah,
Only dinners.
not dinners, lunch, and
Lunch and dinners.
Yeah,
And then after dinner, you say goodbye to each other and you go to independent homes.
maybe.
Oh, he'll definitely cut this from the podcast.
No, I'm not cutting anything. But I want to say, why did you make a video about the breakup?
Why did I make a video about the breakup?
Yeah.
So,
And by the way, I'm gonna
Actually-
say this. That was a very, in my opinion, weird video.
really?
But
Yeah.
question,
Yeah.
was your relationship public before the video?
Very public.
Oh, okay. So you.
So we made a video
guys-
about the beginning of the relationship. We made a video about the problems we had in the relationship. We made videos together
Oh,
as
so
a
y'all
couple.
did show your
We
lives
are
together.
we showed our life as a couple
Yeah.
from the beginning. So it makes sense
Yeah.
to show the end.
Yeah.
Because if you don't show the end, I'll tell you the worst case scenario. We break up, we keep it private, and then somebody sees her on a date with a guy, somebody sees me on a
That
date with a
looks
girl.
bad.
Nas Daily's cheating. I don't want that.
Okay, I didn't know that part, by the way.
Yeah.
I had no idea that you guys were public
Very.
before your breakup.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause they traveled together.
But everything I do in my life is public. That's it. Like the money I make, the my feelings, everything about my life is public. So I get this criticism that your breakup shouldn't be content.
No, by the way, I just felt the video is weird. But like, I'm fine
But
with
what's
the
weird about it? Because it got 60 million views. And
Because it's weird.
Again with the numbers.
Because it's
start
weird.
with-
hold on. It's 60 million people. At least half of them probably cried, and it helped them in their relationship.
Yeah.
So what's weird about it?
No, I just think the way you made it. Like I've seen breakup videos. Like it didn't seem like a breakup video. It seemed like a business video. Does that make sense?
A business video?
Because it wasn't like I've seen
You know-
let's say I've seen David Dobrik and Liza Koshy when they
Yeah, I
broke
saw
up.
that.
I was crying. Like it felt emotional.
You know, it was abnormal in the sense that most breakups don't normally happen like that.
Yes.
And most people are like either like it's really chaotic.
Yes.
And they cannot be sitting next to each other. Like
Yes.
that's why it was so abnormal to see you guys.
And you were
peacefully-
talking like it's like
So that's good weird.
Yeah,
That's good weird. He says
that's
bad
why
weird.
It went like viral.
It's good weird, but it doesn't seem authentic.
Mo, do you know what's not authentic?
What?
Your hair color. Okay, yet we're all here talking to each other and we're loving your hair color, but it is the least authentic thing I saw today.
I mean, you have
So
a point.
talk to me more about authenticity.
No, like it was a breakup, right? And like
A breakup is like break.
yeah, like you break up, but you guys sat there like it felt like me and you talking. So like today, guys, we're breaking up.
That's
and,
why it was so not normal.
you know,
for
we're
us.
completely fine. It's been 6 years, but moving forward, we will still do videos together.
We're questioning if you're actually fine, like both of you are fine, because like looking at it is like, are
you
really
guys
fine?
okay?
Well,
Like,
bro,
Are
first of all,
y'all
I
actually
cried in the
fine?
video and she cried in the video. It wasn't
but-
as simple
No, but
as
the
that.
one I saw.
No,
the
no, no,
clip.
no. They did cry, but like 4 minutes down the line or something. But like it was it didn't feel like a breakup video. You know what I mean? Yeah, like even the crying seemed scripted. Like, I feel like
Bro,
someone.
how can you script a cry?
Oh,
Did
trust
y'all-
me.
Now
I've
I'll tell you
seen
this.
it.
I'll tell you this here. When we were both facing each other,
Yeah.
we chatted for 45 minutes, non-scripted, and
Yeah.
what you saw is the top 5
Question.
minutes.
Before you guys like filmed this, did y'all like say like what went through your like mind? Like, did you say, look, before we do like talk about this, should we like
Yes.
show it?
Yes. So we broke up, and they said, okay, look, we need to tell the world. We need to do it.
Who
in-
said this?
Both of us. Both of us are the same page on this. Both of us agree on this. She's the same as me.
Okay, good.
Both of us said we need to make an ending for this thing, but we have an opportunity here. The opportunity is to take everything we learned from our 6-year relationship, do it in a digestible video, and help other people in relationships that are going through similar problems.
Yeah.
This is our opportunity. There's no money in this. There's no fame in this. We're already famous. None of that. The opportunity is to create helpful content for the world.
Yeah.
Now, people that saw this video messaged me in the thousands saying, because of this video, I am now investing more in my relationship. Because of this video, now I know how I should break up with my boyfriend or girlfriend in a respectful way. It makes sense to break up and still be friends with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Because of this video, a lot of people got insights into private things that otherwise they never would.
But
So why is that weird?
Okay, you said like the insight. Like insight is like you guys, from what happened with your situation, it was because you became so busy. There was lack
Yes.
of time. So like, is there something that also helped you have an insight? Is there something that you also want to change now
for
from
sure.
this?
Yeah, so it's two things, right? It's basically we couldn't agree on the future. She didn't want kids. I wanted kids. She didn't want a family. I wanted a family, right? Marriage we disagreed on. Kids we disagreed on. The way to live we disagreed on, right? So
what part of marriage did you disagree on?
whether to get married.
She didn't want that.
No, because she was married before.
Oh,
So then we're like, okay, then I was like, okay, I cannot build a 10-year relationship here. I cannot build a 20-year relationship. It's going to be difficult. You cannot force somebody to have kids. You cannot do that. So this is why I started focusing more on the business. I neglected it. So then she was like, wait, I want you to focus, give me, prioritize me.
So
It's a very complicated.
It's not just about time. It was more to it.
It's more to
Okay.
it. It's more to it.
Okay.
So
question.
yes,
Do you miss her?
of course.
Yeah, I mean,
She's
it's
great.
A long distance.
What
a long
happens?
Relationship.
Okay, now here's the thing. Right now, everything's great. What happens when she does get a new boyfriend?
The same thing that happens when I get a new girlfriend. I think it will be another sad event in my life and her life.
But you guys won't talk at that point, I'm guessing.
I think the question, like, if she's here now,
Yeah.
I think my life would be 10%, 20%, 30%, a lot better, a
Yeah.
lot better. So I think when her presence around me and my presence around her
Yeah.
makes her life worse or makes my life worse, that's when we'll stop.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just, we make our lives better. So, okay, short answer is, I don't know what will happen. No
Yeah.
one knows the future.
Yeah. Look, I love that we talked about it. It's a beautiful thing. I love the idea of love. It's beautiful. And
One day you should make a breakup video. I broke up with my friends with benefits.
No. Whoa. No,
I broke up with my hookup.
No,
She
no.
stopped showing up on a Saturday night.
no, I think it's beautiful that, and I feel like it's beautiful when people make things work for so long. So 6 years is a beautiful amount of time. And I'm very happy.
How old are you, Mo?
Me, I'm 28.
When are you getting married?
Hopefully soon, hopefully, if I find the person. I think everyone should have a partner, so I'm not going to sit there and be the brother that says you shouldn't do this. I'm very like, I'm happy if my sister has a good relationship.
No, that's why a lot of people in the comment section hate you.
Yeah, but I think
They're
that's
like, who is this brother? But I think this is the right way to do it.
yeah, like even in sense of like, look, a lot of times I've got hate over Lana's content. I'm like, look, I will sit here as a brother and always we sit as a family and talk. Do this, don't do this.
Yeah,
but
we make we're human. We make mistakes, and like everyone has a journey.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
We regret a lot of things.
So
and
sometimes like people will give me shit for a decision she might make, and they might think I'm forcing her to do certain things.
And no,
you know?
he's never forced me, and I'm the guilty one.
You
That
forced him.
I was like the one who did a lot of the mess ups, and I feel bad that people point the finger at him, because I help him. Like sometimes I'm the one picking his thumbnails. I'm the one editing it. I'm the
Yeah.
one putting stuff like that, and I'm like, I felt bad because.
But look, at the end of the day,
You know?
it's our family. You know, this what decisions we make. So I don't mind people hating on anyone, me, her, whatever. It's our family. People say like, oh, you're using your sister like this for
No,
videos. I mean, we're one family. Trust me. There's no one using each other. We're a very supportive family, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like one blessed thing about us is that we have a very good family bond, and that's something
Wow,
like
that's
I
amazing.
love. You know,
Yeah.
like she bought me my first car,
Wow.
which was a Mustang. So
Do you guys have a shared bank account?
actually, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
Really?
actually, by the way, my money is in her bank account.
Really?
So
Like,
That's
we don't care.
amazing.
Like our money is our money. Like
Yeah, like,
this is
I've-
like I can access anything anytime.
I don't
and
have
take
access
whatever
to my
I
money.
want.
She has access to it. She's the lawyer. She's the
Yeah.
accounts. You know?
I take care of the funds. Like we trust.
What happens
each
when one
other.
person spends more money than the other?
No,
What
but
if
we
he,
never. But we
what if he
never
goes on a
did.
Maldives trip and spends $100,000?
I do.
No, but the thing is, but the thing is, like he explains it, like, okay, I'm doing this, like, but we're gonna end up. Look, we have to think about business too. So he
Yeah.
plans it out in a way where he's still like he's businessman, like so he makes money. If he spends that money, he plans how to make that money. So the content he records, what he's gonna do, everything. So we don't really have losses.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
like I'm very responsible. She's very responsible. We're in a blessed place that we all kind of make money now. So great.
Amazing.
What about you in terms of money? Like
Hyper independent.
what's that mean?
I'm the
you-
only one who controls my money.
Yeah.
Don't share it with anybody.
Yeah.
I live by myself, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I support my family with some money every month,
Yeah.
but I don't access their money. They don't access my money. And you know, all brothers, we have separate businesses,
Yeah.
separate lives. My brother's a dentist. He makes his own money. I think I've
No,
since
I
I was,
think that
since I
makes
was
sense.
16, I was like this.
I think that makes sense because you're in a whole different situation. You know, me and my family are all under one
I
roof.
think
money,
it
yeah.
depends how, like, also, every family is different. Everyone has been through different things, and we just happen to end up
Makes
like
sense.
this.
And you guys live together, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
we
how's
work
in
together.
same country? We are all in 50 different countries. Even with my relationship, also separate bank accounts, separate finances. I think.
And one thing about that, like thoughts about marriage, was that ever a topic? Like if we get married, because I don't know, like the rules are different. Because I know,
Yeah.
was that ever a thought? Like if we get married, we need these contracts in place.
Yeah. I'm pretty open about this stuff. I think you would want that.
Yeah.
I think we chatted about it briefly. But you know, Aline is independently wealthy, so
Yeah.
she was able to afford.
Is
her own
she
thing.
part of the company?
No,
Okay, so
Yeah.
as in like
but we work together as a freelancer basis. We
Okay.
try to work together. Didn't quite work out, but we work together
Yeah.
with brand deals and whatever. But she has her own company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is she gonna be your competitor?
No.
So yeah,
It'll be great. It'll
Actually,
be
we have
great.
a special guest coming, and she's coming right. Imagine, you know what I mean?
It's Aline Demir. No way she would come on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, she would come.
Actually, I have a few questions. Let's move on from this, guys. You know, love is great. All right, you believe in love. You're still in love. I can see. It's a beautiful thing.
Stop, Mom.
It's like if you respect your ex-girlfriend, they call you in love. It's called respect. Do you
That-
respect your ex-girlfriend?
So much.
Respect is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think especially was that your first long relationship?
Second.
Okay. All right. We're gonna move on.
Let's move on.
So you were recently. Okay, I want to talk about some actual stuff. You were in North Korea recently.
Really?
Recently, as in fucking 8 years ago.
Was that?
Can you do your homework better?
Guys, wait. Wait, these
Are
questions.
you reading these?
Mo is the kind of guy
Oh, sorry, not
who
recently.
would
How,
hire somebody to do the research for his podcast.
I mean, look.
So he shows up here and pretends like
new
he.
R&D team.
I mean, sorry, it didn't say recently. It said, how was North Korea like? Because this is something, by the way, Kim Jong-un, like, I'm fascinated with that guy. Is he South Korea?
I heard him speak.
Is he South or North Korea?
Kim Jong Un is North Korea.
Okay. Because that's why I'm asking about this. I'm just
Yeah.
double checking my facts. So you heard him speak. How was he? Because a lot of people say, like, by the way, I don't know, this could just be a random thing I read online, that in North Korea, like, the businesses need to have his face there, and if they don't clean it, and they walk in, like they can execute them.
Execute?
Bro. No.
I heard like everyone needs to have his haircut, you know.
Where did you get this information?
You get some like these meme pages on Facebook.
I mean, of course.
You know, like you believe this. Like, of course, it's very easy to look at North Korea and say these guys are crazy, right? And yes, they are crazy, but not as crazy as you make it sound.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it is a crazy place, but not to the level that if you have a tiny thing here, you get executed. Yes, people do get executed in North Korea for many, many different weird reasons. Okay. Yes, going to North Korea was very stressful. Yes, everybody can go to North Korea. If you want to go to North Korea, you can. You just need to apply for a visa. No, you cannot be by yourself in North Korea. You have to be part of a tour group. You can never be by yourself.
Why?
It is very important you go where they want you to go.
Really?
Is there like some
Yes.
areas you can't go?
Yes,
You're not allowed?
you're in a bus. It's a guided tour group. You're in a bus. You go here, you go here, you go here, and then you come back to the hotel. You cannot leave the hotel after. Almost like a prison tour guide. Fascinating. But on the train, you can see some poverty left and right? But you also, you can see power cuts. The power just goes off. You can see like extreme simple life. Simple. The grocery stores have simple things. Nothing too complicated, like 2 ingredients max. It's crazy.
2 ingredients in grocery stores.
I mean,
Like very, not
okay,
two,
that's
but like
an
very
exaggeration.
limited.
Very limited ingredients, right? So it's not like a supermarket, Lulu hypermarket, you know?
Yeah.
Is it like the 1700s where like they had like horses and
No, not that crazy. It's
Okay.
almost like the 1970s. So it's still stuck
still
in
beginning?
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can I tell you a story
Yeah. I love
we love
stories.
that I
Stories.
never told before? Okay.
We're getting an exclusive. This is
Okay,
a
now
first
I can
time
tell the
story.
Okay, so this story I can tell. So my guide, my tour guide, she was young and attractive, and she was my tour guide for the whole tour. And we started talking, and I kind of liked her. She was like really incredible, and we started to talk, and we started to talk more and more and more and more, and we started to like each other, and then we held hands with a North Korean lady. It was crazy. And then the other guide, who's a guy, came to me and he said, be careful. Don't go too close because we're watching you. And that scared the shit out of
He
me.
threatened you.
It scared the shit out of me. I was so scared. And I was like, okay. I'm like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
But I still the girl, she was telling me about how she has no internet. She misses Beyonce because she traveled to France for like a month or something.
Yeah.
And she misses Beyonce. She misses Spotify. She doesn't have
Wait,
Spotify.
there's no internet there at all?
There is internet, but the basic internet, like the internet we had 20 years ago. And the websites are all like North Korean,
Filtered.
super filtered.
Whoa.
So she's telling me about her life in France and how she misses that life. Anyway, basically in my 7-day trip, I fell in love with a North Korean lady. And then after I left North Korea, there is no more way to contact her. None. Zero.
Wait, they don't have contact with the outside
No,
world?
I cannot.
What about like
None.
telephones?
No, can't. There's no way to
So-
contact the outside world.
So they don't do business internationally.
So only specific people are approved to do business internationally.
If you have a license,
If you're
then you
licensed,
can.
if you're trusted not to defect, you can go import, export, you can go to China, you can be sent for things,
For
so
real?
specific people. But she told me, like, I made a friend in France. Here's her contact details. Please tell her I miss her.
Wow.
And then I left North Korea, went to China, and then I messaged this person in France. I was like, hey, I met this girl in North Korea, and she said she misses you. And she was like, oh my God, she's right. Like, I know her. She was like my best friend, and I miss her so much. And she just disappeared one day, and I don't know what happened to her. I thought she went to South Korea, and she didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I was like, no, she's North Korean.
Out of curiosity, and they don't have access to internet, to the outside world.
No internet?
So, but
Like, highly restricted internet. Highly.
what I want to know is when you were there, like obviously you interacted with the people there, and how is their aura, like in terms of their mood, like their outlook on life? Were they happy?
Happy, positive, all go lucky. Like, really, it's not like everybody's there sitting there depressed and crying. It's not how North Korea is, right? They do actually believe that the leaders are the best thing to happen to them. They do believe the leaders are the reason they're alive. they actually do love them. When the leaders died, they all cried. The whole nation cried. When you indoctrinate somebody long enough, you give them propaganda long enough, they start to believe it.
Yeah.
So yes, they do believe their leaders, and they are very submissive. The leaders say something, they will do it. So the reason I'm fascinated with North Korea is because you see the extremes of humanity.
Yeah.
You know, there's a saying, if you take an elephant and you chain the elephant to a pole
Yeah.
when it's young, and the elephant tries to escape and it cannot. When the elephant grows up, you remove the chain, the elephant does not escape,
Yeah.
right? When you train somebody on a certain ideology for when they're young, they'll grow and be very loyal. So North Koreans are very loyal.
But like, are they goal driven, and are they like?
I mean, we don't know how the whole country
because
is.
Yeah,
the
there's
re-
still
you know
the
what
have-
I'm trying to
yeah,
get
yeah.
at. I'm trying to get at because
Are they
if-
brainwashed?
No,
Brainwashed
no,
politically, but they're goal driven.
The thing
They
I'm
have
trying to-
relationships. They love each other. They have family drama, like the normal human beings.
they're
stuff.
happy.
I do believe some of them are really happy.
You know why I asked this question? Because I used to study psychology, and there was always these charts about how as technology increased, depression increased. Like there was this exponential. Like it just
I
showed.
think that is the
So
case.
that's why it's not about the politics. For me, it's about understanding, like the less access we have to online stuff. Would that mean would be more happier? You know.
I don't know if it's like a correlation causation thing. You know, there's
Yeah,
also,
we don't know that, but
Yeah.
there was these charts. You know.
There's another chart that shows suicide rate and the usage of Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
but that's
so.
the same thing. Depression, suicide rates.
Nas Daily videos.
Number of
Nas
Nas
Daily
Daily
videos.
suicide rate.
No,
More
but,
vlogs.
no, but there was this correlation, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
curious. I'm fascinated to know if the people there are more happier
Yeah.
without being so much online.
I can't comment on that. I think happiness is very hard to measure. I definitely don't think the internet makes us more depressed. If anything,
You don't think so?
I think the internet makes us a lot better, a lot happier, and a lot less likely to fight.
I think maybe you have a
I
lot
don't
of
think so.
self-control.
No, I think the internet saved our life.
It's about self-control,
I
in my
don't.
opinion.
I don't think so. I think to a sense, I get what you mean. Like it's not like before they used to have world wars. You know. Now
Yeah.
it's
Why
been
did
a-
Why did they have a World War One and Two? It's because of like World War One was like a miscommunication. Like I think it started because some guy killed somebody and the rumors started to spread and all that stuff. It is a problem of communication. The reason we kill each other is because we don't talk to each other.
That is so true, Mo.
And the internet makes us talk.
But I get that. But I think nowadays there's other ways of killing people.
Like what?
I guess like you've heard of all these conspiracy theories, and you know, I don't think it's just from the internet, but
No, but he has a point in terms of when there's a misunderstanding, that's
Yeah.
when problems begin.
Correct.
But the more you talk about it, the more you can understand.
Correct. So I'm not saying Instagram is good for you. No, Instagram can be bad for you, showing people's like luxury cars that makes you feel depressed about your own car, right? Look, you, video guy. When you look at his car and his like fucking pictures, does it make you depressed? It makes you
No,
feel
he gets
bad, right? Look,
motivated.
your videographer says your content makes him feel bad about his life.
he felt pressured to say yes. You stressed him out.
So what I'm trying to say, yes, Instagram can be bad for you, but
Yeah.
the internet is good for you.
There's good and bad. Okay, we're not, like too much of something is bad.
But do you think a
Correct.
lot of what we see? Look, there's so much online fake stuff too, right? So I think that's a cause of it too, because I feel like lots of people, okay, they watch all these people. Like 90% of the online cars and stuff are probably even rented. You know what I mean? So people watch so much. Like nowadays, I don't even see a car on the street. Like I'm sure with everybody here, they've seen it so much on Instagram, it doesn't feel wow anymore. You know?
I'm still wowed.
Really?
I just came in and said wow to your cars.
Yeah. What car do you drive?
I don't have a car.
Why?
Really?
No.
I mean, you have enough money to have a very nice car.
But why?
I do have enough money to have many cars. I mean, I'm trying to buy, now I rent a car for the company. I'm trying to buy a company car, like Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah, something where it can
Something
fit.
big inside that can fit
I
7
like
people
that. I was
for the
thinking
company.
about that the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a nice car. It doesn't scream luxury, but inside it's like comfortable.
Do
But
you have a
that's for
brand
the-
deal with them?
No, I
Are you
wish.
trying to get a brand deal with them?
Cadillac, hit me up.
Are you trying to?
But personally, I don't understand. I cannot make $100,000 purchase for something that I can get for a $10 Uber? I don't know.
Yeah.
I bought a $100,000 thing before, like a passport. That makes sense because the value of the passport goes higher for me. But a car, the minute I buy it, it just goes down.
I'm confused. You bought a passport?
I bought a passport, yeah.
100,000.
How many passports do you have?
Where
2.
from?
Oh, that's it.
From the Caribbean.
Oh wow.
Send kits.
I didn't know you can.
Yeah, there's tons of people buy it.
Yeah, tons. Because I wanted to go to like Oman and Bangladesh and
Wow,
Indonesia.
Caribbean. That's cool.
So I don't go there as an Israeli citizen. Hello, I'm from the
It
Caribbean.
sounds tropical. You
Actually,
know?
I have a question because we talked about it at the beginning of the podcast. You know this whole submarine situation.
Yes.
Do you think it's real, fake, anything?
It's real. Not everything is a conspiracy theory.
But okay, my question is: you saw the remote that controlled the submarine.
Yes.
Why would they put a $30 remote to control that?
That's not why the submarine died.
Yeah, but why? Like just in a
okay,
hole.
because it works and there are 2 other remote controls as backups. That is not the thing we should be focused on.
Yeah.
The thing we should be focused on is the material in which the submarine was made.
But
It was so
I heard
thin
when they
looking.
researched it, they knew this was a risk, but they neglected it.
The material, yes. The founder neglected it because he invented another thing that tests when it's about to break. So he said, okay, you guys say this will break. I made this thing that shows me if it's about to break or not.
But he's the one that made that second thing.
Yeah.
too.
So that monitoring system
And
just did not work.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. It was too late. Basically, if you go to submarine down there, you need steel.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to do steel. I want to do carbon fiber.
He made a luxury submarine.
So he said it was the only submarine in the world made from carbon fiber. The only one.
Damn.
And everybody there in that industry said to him, carbon fiber is good for space.
Yeah.
There's no pressure in space. It's not good
For underwater.
for underwater.
The tons of
Do you not
water.
think like,
Yeah.
because I know the guys on there were very rich. Do you not think like they were trying to set one of them up?
There's a conspiracy about
No,
the
I don't even want to
people-
hear it.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
You know, in Arabic, you speak Arabic, there's a word that says, كذب المنجمون ولو صدفوا.
What's that mean?
I think it's basically the astrologists are wrong even if they're lucky.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that? Conspiracy theorists.
Coincidence.
Yeah, conspiracy theorists always say, well, 9/11 was an inside job or COVID came from China from a lab, right? At the beginning, it was a conspiracy theory, right? But 9/11 is not an inside job, right? Maybe COVID-19 did come from a lab, so the conspiracy theory was right after 3 years. But that is a coincidence. That is not the conspiracy itself being right.
You're saying COVID did come from a lab?
I think right now people think it is, yeah.
What do you
I
think?
think I'm starting to believe it's true. And that's not a conspiracy theory because there's enough evidence that
We
warrants
talked
that.
about it. Every news channel.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
debating this.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if there is a bigger conspiracy theory in this thing, it's probably not true. And if it is true, then
I mean,
Time
how
will
would
tell.
you know?
But
Really?
actually,
How would you
okay,
know?
last few things I want to talk about because I think we started the podcast like this.
we're talking about everything.
I wanna talk about this Andrew Tate thing because you mentioned.
Oh my
Oh
God, let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's.
Look, I want to talk
Talk.
about it because you're talking about conspiracy and actual facts.
Yeah.
You know.
Before the news came out now, did you like, and before whatever was.
I
now
never
this-
liked Andrew Tate.
Okay, explain.
From minute one,
Why?
I thought Andrew Tate was a terrible human being.
Why?
Because he's manipulative and he's been able to manipulate both of you, unfortunately. And
No, no.
millions
No,
of
no, we
people.
didn't say anything. We
No,
just
we're-
Well, he
wanted
likes
your
him. You like
opinion.
him.
I've liked him
I
before.
was the reason why
like, by the way,
I
I've been
wouldn't-
watching his stuff from like, but I followed him on Instagram when he had 100,000. That's how we got into communication.
So we actually had a fight about it.
She
'Cause
didn't
you
like
don't like
him.
him.
She,
I
Do you
didn't
like him now?
allow. So that's the thing. There's debate on it. Like, I'm not gonna say I fully agree with everything he says. I don't fully agree with everything he says.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
if there's a guy that comes here and says, I'm the smartest man alive, I'm the most muscular man alive, I'm the best there ever has been, there ever will be, I'm the top.
but
I am-
I
he
think
didn't
that's
say
the
that.
image thing.
But he
Is
didn't
whatever
say that.
He said. Did he
First of
say
all,
that?
I
don't
follow him
know.
on Twitter, he says it every day.
Yeah,
It is very
no,
true.
but I'm saying
It's
on
very
Twitter,
follow
but also on Twitter, he
Twitter
went
it's
to
true.
say that I am now a lady. We know that's a joke.
Hold on. He does say he is the best, doesn't he?
I
That
think
is-
he's a comedian. This
Okay,
is
let's say it's a comedy. You know, whatever.
Okay.
Fine. You know what, Andrew Tate? Apologies, Mr. Tate. Mr. Tati. Okay? Apologies.
Well,
Okay,
why'd
so
you
let's
hate
say
it?
let's say it's all a joke. But
Okay,
let's say
okay,
I am like a grandpa and I don't understand
No,
jokes.
we
okay?
need to know all the points.
What
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
did happen is this motherfucker raped a woman. Okay? This had sex. Oh, just one second.
But I'm not going to agree with that.
One second. This guy had sex with a woman when she told him no.
But I'm not going to agree. How do you know?
And how do I know? Okay, so if there is one...
Okay, 1 second.
Wait, can I finish? Can I finish?
Okay.
If there's one person that comes and says, Mo Vlogs sexually assaulted me, I will say like, maybe he didn't, maybe he did, we don't know. And I will give you the benefit of the doubt. If 2 people say that, then okay. If 3, maybe you are an assaulter.
But here's the thing.
If 10 people say that, you are...
Listen, okay? Here's the thing.
So, one second. 10 people did that, okay? So there is enough evidence to say there's something fishy here. Then I said, okay, maybe there's a conspiracy theory like your friends like to believe. Then the police got involved, okay? Then the police investigated him for 12 months. 50 people from the police force together saw the evidence that you did not see, and they all agreed he did rape and he did traffic people.
But
right?
it's not yet. It's a trial right now.
No, the charges came. The police is going with charges.
But it's going to trial.
Got it. Fourth, I've learned something. If it looks like a duck, if it squawks like a duck, if it sounds like a duck, it is a fucking duck. Andrew Tate is a duck. Look. And you must not be like, well, he's one of us. He became Muslim. Well, he preaches...
By the way, that's something that
I think is manipulative.
I've always talked about that religious side of things. Look, obviously, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. It's great, if he's a Muslim for Islam, great. But I don't go with...
It's a bad look for Islam, for this guy to be part of Islam, because he preaches materialism. He preaches like
but I talked to him about this. I talked to him when he came on the podcast. I told him
Muslims should not adopt him.
And I spoke with him strictly about this. I said, look, you're a Muslim now, but do you still drink? Do you still go
He still
around?
does.
No, but I'm saying I couldn't remember exactly what he said. So I was very like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I'll, as it is, ask the questions, But here's my perspective. And that's the thing. That's a whole nother topic. But also, someone like him, which is obviously he was even in the business of women, and that's something I also talked about with him. I was talking to him. So now you're in Islam. That stuff you're doing in the past is nowhere close to the religion. So it's a very like your past and your future. It's 2 different things that you're trying to portray.
Is he still doing that?
No, he said no, but I think.
Do you think he's not?
I heard his
anymore?
brother said no, for sure. That part, I'm for sure.
So he's not having sex anymore.
No, he is.
Okay,
I'm saying, I'd guess to say he is. I don't know his personal life, but of course I'd say.
So Andrew Tate is manipulative, and unfortunately, he manipulated millions of Muslim kids.
But here's the thing. I don't mind about what you do in your personal life. Look, I'm a Muslim. I'm not going to say I'm 100% going by everything, but I do believe I'm a good person. You too.
Do you think Andrew Tate had sex with a woman when she didn't want to have sex?
Honestly, the thing is, I'll be honest with you.
It's a yes or no question.
I don't think so. Like not that I don't think so. Look, I'm not going to say no, but I don't think so, because if you're a guy like him, and these women are at your house in numbers, you don't need to. And the thing is, I've been around. Look, I'm sure you've been around women too. Especially, look, he's been in. Look, Dubai is a different place. Europe is a different place. Over there, someone has money. You are, and that's okay. The thing is, if there's anything that's happened with very solid proof, then I'm gonna say it's very wrong.
Okay, so
but the problem is, I also don't like this nowadays culture. You've seen it online where people set up people, they manipulate people, and especially when someone like him becomes.
Okay, how's about this? We completely disassociate from this recent news. Okay, we don't.
Why?
But my question is,
for a fact.
But my question 50 policemen in Romania just said after 12 months
you think this is
that yes, he is a rape.
Why did these 50 people not come out before he was famous?
Is this a joke?
They could have gone and made a case.
Is this a joke?
No.
Okay, so basically, you know what's going on.
No, because none of them went to make a formal case.
That's not a good
I think let's
way to
base
question things.
Off of the
it's basically saying
recent news.
Basically, what you're saying is no famous person can ever make any mistakes or charged, because famous person.
I'm saying if it comes out now with proof, but.
So what does it have to do with him being famous or not?
No, but I'm saying, why is it now that he has money that people like these 1 or 2 are coming out? And if you actually watch it, most of them are. But
it didn't come out from then, dude. Like when he was on like Big Brother in London, like in the UK, he was on Big Brother show or whatever, right? Something did come out against him when he was not famous.
Really?
Yes.
What happened?
This is my issue with Andrew Tate supporters, is that they do not do enough research. You should know about his history being on Big Brother in the UK, in which he was kicked out of the show for physically assaulting a woman and for having a sexual assault case against him before he was big famous. So your argument now just fell. What's your next argument?
Look,
really?
I don't know about that
we
situation.
Didn't know that.
Okay, now research that. Now research that a bit more. Now, what's your next argument?
No, look, I'm not here to say Like, I just don't
Mo,
like the idea of people
I'm
getting
here
set up. Yeah.
to tell you as a friend,
Yeah.
for you and all the other people that are watching this, that sometimes it's good to have a hero that's a man that preaches men to feel good about themselves. And men, we should feel good about themselves, right?
Yeah.
We want a strong hero figure. But can we please not have a racist as a hero figure?
I mean, nobody wants
Look,
that
I'm
as
not,
a
I'm not
hero
saying, like,
figure.
yeah, of course I'm against that. I'm not saying it is, but I also think that we live in a world where people
I
get
think
set
we
up
just
a lot.
I think just we wanted to figure out the points before this
Yeah,
news
look.
broke out. Like, what was it before the news? Because just news aside, obviously that's something we'll come
Yeah,
to
because
find out.
also I feel like
But I'm
it's
just
such
saying,
a...
based off of the previous news, like what was it about the things that he said or the things he did, like besides this news?
Oh, I
Like
mean,
about the teachings. I guess I want to know about what you think
do
about
you
what
I
he
mean,
was
of course,
doing.
I've seen quite a few of his teachings,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
do you believe like he thinks women are equal to men?
No, he
Obviously,
said that.
he said.
He said
I
no.
think he's
He's even
still-
said no.
He said
Okay, so do
He
you
said men
believe?
have their
I
role,
think-
Do
women
you
have their role.
believe women are equal to men?
I personally believe. I mean, okay, in God's eyes, I
No. I
believe-
want to talk in your eyes. Do you
But, no, but
believe?
it depends on what factors. Are we talking about strength?
No, I'm
Of
not.
course
I'm
women
not
are not
Are we
talking
equal to
talking
men.
about?
I'm not talking about strength.
like,
I'm talking about sort of like the ability to have a career, the
oh
ability.
yes,
to,
I believe women
okay,
should
well,
have a career.
Andrew Tate does not believe that.
Look, I think we're really... Look,
So Andrew Tate is bad for you.
No, but I think women and men are not equal either.
Okay, but do you believe women should have a career?
Of course they should have...
Okay, but
I
Andrew,
think, of course
Andrew
they
Tate
can have a career. It's not
Andrew
about they
Tate
should.
believes that the man should bring the money and the woman should be at home.
I think that's a great
Well-
way too. If
okay,
the
but
woman agrees with it...
If
Oh,
the
so you
woman
automatically
agrees.
disagree with his view on women and men.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we disagree on him raping women. We disagree on the way he does materialism. We disagree on the way he looks about women
No,
as
but I'm
walls.
saying-
What do we actually like about this guy?
no, but I'm saying...
So you automatically disagree with everything he preaches.
No, I did. I said...
So what do you agree with?
I would like look, I think I think it's good for men to have the work and the women to be housewives. I think if they agree, great. If the woman now wants to have a job, I don't think you said women cannot have jobs.
I think women can do both.
It just
Like,
depends on the girl,
you
but I
know,
think
depends on
also
how.
look, when you were raised, did your mom go to work?
Mhm.
Well, mine didn't. You know, so for me, it's very normal.
I'm
for
not
me
saying nothing. I'm not saying something's wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he's preaching that
He's preaching
that
to
is the way
everyone.
that it should be. Basically, that we should punish women for wanting a career, for wanting to like have a job. Basically, he's preaching the idea
I
that
don't
men
think so.
are better than women. But bro,
I think he said men
I-
should have.
I
I think
follow his content more than average. And
But I think what he's saying is men should be leaders in like the family
okay.
situation.
You know who else says that? Barack Obama. Why can't we just like look at Barack Obama and call him our hero? Barack Obama says men should be stand up. They should be polite. They should they should like, you know, be leaders in the world,
Yeah.
and they should make the world better. Barack Obama says that.
Yeah.
Why are we adopting a
Look,
manipulative
I'm-
fake Muslim as our hero, living in a fucking $10 million Bugatti, right? Which is completely un-Islamic to have a $10 million Bugatti, which is...
Why?
If Prophet Muhammad was alive today, he would look at Andrew Tate and say, this is the anti-Islam.
But why? Well, look, I have nice cars, so am I anti-Islam?
No, because...
I have nice cars.
But bro, it's such a fun... I feel
No,
like I'm a
but I
better
guess-
Muslim now than...
No, but if he was preaching the right things and driving the Bugatti, then it would be different, right?
No, it's all about
But here, look, now we're-
manipulation.
I think
He's a master
it brings
manipulator.
eyes on it. Definitely, the Bugatti will turn heads. That's one thing I believe. Maybe in terms of marketing.
If he didn't adopt this, I'm a Muslim and I follow Islamic rules and laws now,
Yeah,
then
that-
I'll be like, okay, it's fine. You can have a Bugatti and preach this stuff. I don't care. I don't
Mm.
care. But to go and pretend to be Muslim, have sex with women, drink alcohol, and do materialistic crap all the time, which is everything is anti-Islamic, right?
Yeah.
I think that's just like
Look,
fake.
I'll tell you
Obviously,
something.
we
No,
don't
I'll tell you.
agree
Look,
on
look,
that. Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you.
definitely wrong.
Okay, so what
That's
do we
wrong.
agree with this
No, but
guy?
look, I'll tell you one thing. No, but I'll tell you one thing
opinion.
that
That's
I
it.
really like. Like, I'm gonna sit here. I'll tell you one thing I really like about him. And
Yes,
I'll tell
finally,
you what
let's
I
go.
like about him.
Okay.
Let's go.
No. I really like the fact that he is as he says. And the thing is, look, and here's the thing. Listen,
Authenticity.
he's very authentic. Look, there's people, and I'm sure you've seen them, that you've seen a lot of these big religious people that hide all the bad stuff they do. Hide all of it. They have cars. You've seen leaders do the same. You've seen big politicians do the same. They have billions worth of cars, collections,
Yes.
hiding, and go do charity and
Yes.
do everything. And we're so humble, but they're the worst.
Yes. So you like
So
the
for
authenticity.
someone that's out there showing what he has, now you're judging him.
Great. No. So I like the authenticity too. Okay.
No, but then you're saying you cannot be a Muslim and have a
But
Bugatti.
hold a minute. Yes. So he's authentic, which is a good quality. But now that he is authentic and I see his life, I say, I disagree with your life. Kind of like with Trump. Trump is authentic.
But you shouldn't agree with his life.
But
That's
hold on.
his life.
Yeah.
But then-
Trump is authentic and he shows you everything he's thinking about,
Yeah.
right? But also, I'm not going to vote for Trump because I think Trump is terrible for the world.
Yeah,
but
but
he is authentic. So you like somebody authentic, but I like that too. And I'm trying to be authentic, but he's authentically bad for the world.
But that's not up to you to decide.
But you know what it is, guys?
Well, no, it's not up to me to decide if he's bad for the world. I just think a world in which, women are mistreated, a world in which women are raped, and a world in which,
Look,
idiots like him
I'm
promote materialism.
totally for you.
I do
if anything
think
has
that's
happened,
bad.
I know. If anything has happened, I definitely think that's
Well,
horrible.
50 policemen in Romania just told you it did happen. So why do you still not believe it? What do you need to see to believe
But
it happened?
obviously,
Him actually raping a
No,
person
of
in a
course
video?
they have to now come out with the proof.
So-
of course, if they say it,
Okay, it's going to charges.
it's going.
It's
And
going
we'll
to
see. You know how it happens. Look, if it
Shouldn't
happens,
that make you trust him a little bit less with every passing day?
Look, the thing is, I don't know the exact thing. Look, if it comes out and there's proof, of course, I'm not
No,
going to say.
I think you
But
don't know the
I'm
exact
not-
things happened, but I think you don't want to know.
No, by the way, I'm not someone that's like I always say this. There's no one that I love so much more than the other person. I'm just seeing things how I like to see it. I've seen, the thing about me is I've seen in this world that people that hide and like, you say he's manipulative, but if anything, I don't think so. I think it's quite the opposite, because he shows luxury cars. He speaks literally badly online of the things. So if he was manipulative, he would sit there, we're all amazing, and he'd be very political about it. He's not. He's quite the opposite. He actually tries to provoke people.
Yeah.
So if he wanted to be innocent,
Mo, we've gone through this. He's authentic. I'm not agreeing.
yeah, but if he wanted to
that's a
be
good thing.
innocent, because you're saying he's manipulative. If he wanted to manipulate, he would sit online and say, we're all loving and we're all
No,
caring.
he's manipulative when it comes to adopting Islam, because I don't think he's real Muslim.
Okay, in that case, if you think that, but what are we, look, of course, that's one thing about it. I've spoke about that. I've actually spoke about it because after he did it, I saw a lot of YouTubers do it, which just seems very unauthentic.
It's very unauthentic.
But a lot of that came after Andrew Tate did it. But also, even to him, I asked the same questions. It's like, really, are you actually looking into it?
And are you convinced by the answer?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm sitting here convinced or not, but look, I met the guy. He genuinely seemed like a decent guy.
look,
you know,
we're not
look, and by the way, I've seen him around. Look, you may.
Bro, your video guy looks like a very decent guy. Okay, but if I know that you went at a woman, right, I would say you're not a decent guy. Case closed.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
we
Everybody
can't
can-
judge a person
yeah, look,
based.
I'm judging based on the person I met.
yeah,
Okay,
but,
not
here's
what
the-
I've seen
okay,
online.
but- and now here's the thing, right? Is like everybody can be good and bad at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah,
right?
true.
And prophets, even anybody can be good and bad at the same time, right?
I think
You
one
need to
hour-
decide.
Okay, I
when
just wanna
somebody is
know.
too much bad, then they become bad.
Are you okay with the idea that if the proof comes out and he didn't, that
Okay,
you
but
would
then no,
apologize?
it's not just about. I think it's
No,
not just
apologize.
about that.
You'd
right?
maybe care to
He's-
see the like get to know the real person. Like, are you okay with the fact that potentially there might not be as bad of a person that you think there is?
I think he's.
What do you want him to change? If you could
Yeah,
tell him
yeah,
right
what
now,
would you
what
want him to
is
change?
it that besides this case, if like you could say to him what for him to do different or what you think he's doing wrong? No, you should.
I don't think we have enough time in the podcast to go through this.
No, just a brief.
Just a brief.
One,
Like,
one or
what's-
two
what's-
things that
what's
you
the
could
things
just
that triggered you
advise
about
him,
him?
because at the end of the day, we're also trying to help people change, right?
Yeah.
We want to bring out the
So let's help Andrew Tate
positivity.
change. So number one, okay, stop promoting the idea that men are better than women. I think that's very dangerous. Number two, it is important not to rape women, and you should stop doing that and tell people not to do that. Number three, don't traffic humans. Basic shit.
But okay.
Number four,
We'll get on back
number
to
four,
that.
don't say you're Muslim, okay, and pretend you are like the next sheikh when you are, having orgies and drinking alcohol left and right. Number five, don't physically assault people. He physically assaulted a woman as well. Don't physically assault people. So really, if these five things happen, then I think Andrew Tate will be Tate will be a great person. But until then, Andrew Tate is a racist that is probably going to jail, and you should not associate with him for your own benefit.
Look, I always do as I think in that moment, Look, I don't think. Look, I think there's probably people we've all associated with that turned out bad, turned out good. I don't think we can judge that. I go off. I meet the person. I talk to them. I try and get understanding myself. I met the guy. I don't see too much bad in him. I think also.
Bro, I also
think
met Kim Jong Un, and I didn't see anything bad with him. But secretly, he's like killing millions of people. Is that like? Is that saying I met the guy?
No,
I
by the
didn't
way,
see
I'm
anything?
not
Is
saying
that
he's-
a
I'm
good
not- I'm not-
reason to
I'm
like
not saying
somebody?
anything. I'm just saying like from my encounter with him.
He was a
obviously-
nice guy from encountering him. I agree. He's a super polite guy, and I'm sure he's the nicest gentleman you've ever met to you. But if you were a 21-year-old girl in his bed at 1 a.m., will he be as nice to you as he is to her? He will her. And that is a big difference between you and
I don't
other people.
think we can make those statements.
Okay,
'Cause
well, why
also,
did?
okay, one
but
thing I'm
we
gonna say.
can
You
make
said-
those
you said
statements
trafficking,
after.
right? You said trafficking.
Yes,
Obviously, he was in a business which is completely messed up. Whatever.
business. What's business?
The webcam
Business.
Okay.
So-
but no,
so you are-
But the
so how
girls
did
he
we
was
come
flying
here?
out-
How do we-
But the
just
girls
one
he was
second, I
flying
wanna
out
understand
flew
this.
to him.
How
knowing they're doing
are we
this.
living in Dubai now in a Muslim family with really
Yeah.
stand-up humor? You're a stand-up family,
Yeah.
right? And you guys are putting so much energy defending
No,
a
not
porn company founder.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm totally against that. By the way, I think that's really messed up, and that's why I was questioning:
Yeah.
is he still doing this now?
And at the same
because
time,
if he is, then clearly this
Yeah.
guy is not a Muslim,
Yeah,
and
at the
I don't agree with
at the
anything.
I've seen at the same time people are like looking at Nas Daily and like this
No.
guy's Israeli, we cannot associate with Israelis.
No,
blah,
no,
blah,
no.
blah. I was like, guys, this guy started a porn company.
we would never support someone who's running.
So
that
he
type
did
of
that, but he did
business.
that, and you know he did that. So why
If
are you
it's
still?
his past and he stopped that, that's my question. Like, look, everyone's made mistakes.
No, he stopped that a little while ago.
Okay,
That's
But
so
anyway,
he-
that's I'm not. That's
but where do you think his like millions of dollars
need to
came
bring
from?
no, but he
him
said
back
that. He
and
said no,
talk
but
to
he
him
said
and
that.
ask
It's
him
not that
this
he's not.
Okay, well, let's forgive. Okay, so starting from today, I will forgive.
If he
Now
does
the next
good
tweet he
thing-
does, talking about how he is top G and he's the best, the smartest ever been in the world, then I will.
I think that's like
Yeah, he
a
also said that
character-
I am now a
character-
lady. I think it's a character, you know.
A character he plays is top G,
Guys,
right?
If you
I
and him
think-
ever
I think-
become friends, if you and him become friends, I am not okay.
No.
If Nas and Tate become friends,
No.
I said it. I feel like you will. You're
there's
just
a
lying
big
to me.
difference, right? You and I used to.
Deep-rooted, yeah,
I
it's more
used to.
deep-rooted.
Yeah.
I used to be very, very critical of you, right?
Yeah.
But it's shallow things that we disagree on.
Yeah, small
a
things.
YouTube video and a Lamborghini. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right. You are actually a stand-up, nice human.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
so are you. You didn't somebody.
Yeah.
If there's 10 people that come and say you them, I won't be sitting here.
But if they did, I hope you don't change your opinion about me.
No. If they did, I will change my opinion. If it's one, I will not.
But you know,
No, hold on. If it's one, I will not. But if it's 10, I will.
But you know the thing about me, and this is one thing I've seen this happen in small. No, I'm not saying in these type of allegations. I've seen suddenly some sort of success come in a certain field, and then 20 people now dislike me. Genuinely because
They
they
gang
don't
up
like
on
me.
you,
They gang
and
up
they-
on
they
me.
try
And
and
I've
put
seen
a
that in my
fake
work. I'm
story
sure you've
out
seen
on
tons
you.
of content creators say, you know, I've met Nas and really he was a bad. I've heard this, by the way. So many people have come up to you. You're a horrible human being. So now, because of your mega success, should I believe the 40 people that says, for example, there's articles about you that Nas Daily will not cover news unless it's beneficial
But
to
they-
him.
that's the
And he's
thing.
been to countries and made news and neglected it and discarded the footage because
Yeah.
he doesn't care. So now do I sit there and believe you're a bad person and don't care about the world?
So there's this will happen, right? A lot of people think I'm an Israeli spy. And of course, I agree with you that fake news happens to very famous people all the time, and it happens to you, happens
Yeah.
to me, right? But why didn't 10 women come and say that I them?
Because he was in the business of women.
No.
Yeah, so if he has 20,
no,
30
that's
women
not,
in
that's
the
not
same
how it
house,
works. It's not.
no?
There's a lot of other people in the business of women, people with like pageantry, right? Steve Harvey has Miss Universe. Why didn't 10 women?
No, but
come
he
and
was
say-
in the webcam business. They're in his
Okay,
house.
but there's many other people in the webcam business. So
But none of them are as famous. as
okay,
him.
so if somebody was in the webcam business, most likely they are also a rapist because you're in the webcam business. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, fake news does come to you when you're famous, but there's a difference between stupid fake news like articles about you and about me and like actual criminal charges that when somebody goes to the police to tell them I was. There's a difference between going and making an online article about me and going to the police and to complain about me. So you can't equate the two.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
How do we agree to disagree?
So
Look, I know, I get it, but
I think we're
I
still
do
in
think
the-
that he was with a lot of women. I think he slept with a lot
So
of
he
women. I just think
thinks
he was in a
that because
situation
there's
that they could
30,
put this
40
against him.
women, there could, we're not, look,
There's enough smoke
women, yeah, there
to
might,
say there's a fire.
so yeah, we're saying there could be two sides to it, right? So we don't know. if it's true, then that's horrible to know what that.
Look, I
really
just think he
happened.
was in the business of women. He did sleep with a lot of women. So of course,
We're
let's say
just
for example, you
considering that
a
could
guy,
there-
for example, for you, a guy that was in a long-term relationship that wasn't sleeping around with women. Of course, they cannot throw these allegations on you. But a guy
But
that was
we,
probably
of course, we want to know
Bro,
the truth
how
too.
many
of
famous
course. We
people
wanna
sleep
know
with
the
a lot of
truth.
women? I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio slept with so many women, and no one is assaulting, saying he raped them.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Someone said.
Okay, one. Okay, but we gave him the benefit of the doubt. If 10 people came, Cristiano Ronaldo.
But
would be
I
here.
don't think. Also, I think they move a lot smarter than someone that previously was probably sleeping with tons of women. I
Okay,
don't
so
think they
basically, you're using different words to say Andrew Tate is
but
a
I-
rapist.
No, I'm not saying.
Either-
So. I just think-
Ronaldo was smarter about
No, but I think
sleeping
Ronaldo
with women,
from a young
which
age-
means he was more respectful.
No, but
of
I think
women.
Ronaldo from a young age he became very successful. So already they kind of understood what they can and can't do. As in, like, can and can't do it
Yes.
contractually. In America, you
No,
go to parties,
not
they make you
contractually.
sign.
What they can and cannot do with women, how to respect their boundaries, which Andrew Tate does not respect the boundaries, and that's what's called.
So you know,
I'm just gonna wait
obviously
for the
that's-
trial.
So we're just.
Look, I'm saying, by the way, I'm not sitting. By the way, my
No,
whole,
we're not
by the way, this whole
defending
argument.
This is what it's like. I mean, look,
we're not
I'm.
defending anyone.
Well, he is defending
No, no,
Tate.
but- no, by the way-
He's defending Tate
No,
for sure.
he's saying that it's a 50-50 situation that either if he's guilty, then that's horrible where he's done, or he's unsure that what if there's a setup. That's the it's a question mark at
Yeah,
this
look,
point.
I'm just sitting here saying that I just think we're in a world where
it's
it's
so,
so
easy to manipulate,
and
and
I've
gang
seen-
up and set up and spread fake news, and it's
No,
happened.
by the way, I'm not literally. By the way, this whole conversation is just to get your point, right?
I think my point is clear.
Yeah. I mean, look, you don't like him, it's fine. But if you guys ever become friends,
I will. I guarantee you, till death do us apart.
Look,
I would never
we
associate
wish
with
a fair
Tati.
trial.
This will be such a golden
No.
clip if you guys become friends. I will sit here like,
all I want is a fair trial and fair evidence. That's all I want in life for anyone, you know. And
I actually
think
had a few
whatever-
real questions. All right, guys, let's move on from this. Let me just these questions.
Okay. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, whoever is listening to this, I hope you enjoyed the debate.
Yeah, I hope you guys did.
Yeah.
It's look, I just want fairness. That's all I want.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
it.
I
We all
ask
just
for.
want fairness and the right thing. It's not like we're not defending a bad person.
Okay, I actually have a thing that this is something also I thought about a lot in my head. Let's assume there's a guy, but it's not about the taste situation. There's a guy. Let's say I made a charity, and all the donations I got, I only donated 50% of it. I kept 50% of it. Am I a good person?
So I think you're referring to the Abu Falak situation.
No.
You're not.
No. But I don't know that situation.
This is too basic of a question for me to have an answer.
But do you think that person's a good human?
No, I think there's a million things to consider before you say good or bad person.
Personally, I just kept 50% for my pleasure to buy my Lamborghinis, and I gave away.
I don't know. I need more context. It depends on how you message it. How are you telling people?
We told
about it?
people donate to help these people. We kept
No,
it very
if you
vague.
tell people 100% of the donations,
No, we
will
said
go to,
donate to help these people in need. So I've been very.
I don't know. Why? I don't have
But
an answer.
like I've kept 50% of money, which people assume that I'd be giving away.
I don't know if that makes you automatically a bad person, because I think there's more details that need to be figured
But
out.
if you, like you said,
What more details? Hey guys, donate to me, and I will help these people in the world, and I'll give them food and shelter. Now I haven't told them. I've kept it very vague.
If the money was spent on yourself,
I've kept it
out of
very vague. I haven't.
selfishness,
Yeah, of course, 100% out of
then
selfishness.
you're a bad person. 100%.
Am I a good or bad person?
Look, most nonprofits, all the money you give to nonprofits, not 100% of it goes
Yeah.
to people, right? I mean, this is like, it's called like nonprofit transparency, right? So there, you can look at the books, you can see where it went. Some go to salaries, some go to cars, some go to transportation, some go to
Yeah,
well-being.
but that's expenses.
personal.
But he's saying there's no expenses.
If it's viewed as your personal expenses to do your work, then it's okay.
So if I buy a Lamborghini to get to
Well,
my
of course,
charity
of
business,
course, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Of course, that's excessive, but it doesn't make you necessarily a bad person, like 10 women, like Tati.
Oh, by the way, this is not about him. This is not.
Okay, so yeah, but that's
this is a view. Something
yeah,
I was thinking
that's
about.
right. It's excessive. It's
Yeah.
it's a signal. It's a bad signal. It's a red
Yeah.
flag. Doesn't yet make you a bad person. I'm not here telling everybody. I don't walk around the street calling somebody, this is a bad person. This is a bad person. This is a bad person. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like that.
Yeah,
It's just that's a red flag.
yeah.
That's it.
All right. Few last questions, guys. This became a full-on argument.
we are literally arguing at this point.
By the way, you said I believe you don't like YouTube. Like you don't like platforms that I guess like YouTube, right?
I used to not like YouTube. Yes.
Why?
Sorry.
Why?
I used to not like YouTube. Well, because YouTube used to be a place where you prank people and you derive pleasure from other people's misery.
Yeah.
And I think that's wrong.
As in, like, you hate the algorithms, how they used
I
to
hate
work.
the algorithm, how Vitaly Z or whatever the hell his name is, that was the #1 YouTuber. I hate Logan Paul's like vlogs in the past where it is not good to make money off of people's misery or to derive pleasure out of people's misery by pranking them. That is what YouTube was 7 years ago. Now it changed.
Yeah.
So now I like YouTube.
Okay. And I'm just going to, these are just a few questions because I think people like these. And I think I asked you this before. Let me see if this is the same answers. Nas Daily, love or money? Right now. Okay, I'll give you a specific example because right now, Nas company or a wife and a family.
Like, wait, what would I choose now?
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
As a single guy who just became single.
Yeah.
To focus on work.
But what
What do you think the answer is? Now my focus is Nas company.
what is love for you though?
I think love for me is leaving the world better than the way you found it. That's what love is. Loving the world enough to want to make it better.
Love in a relationship. I meant like I think.
What is love in a relationship?
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't feel it today. I will let you know when I feel it.
And any last messages that you want to give to the people? What's the message you're trying to spread?
I thought there was like another like gotcha question coming at the end.
No.
It's like, okay, so you said 50%.
No. What's the message you like
What is
to
that
do?
50% charity thing? Tell me more about that.
By the way, this has nothing to do with.
So why did you ask that question?
Because I've been reflecting on life myself recently, and I'm trying to figure
It's
out
a
what's
personal
good, what's bad. No, I'm genuinely trying to figure out because I always tell myself like we're selfish human beings. And we just don't
do you
understand.
donate 50% of your salary or
No.
something? Oh.
No, I don't. I probably very less, like probably 10, 5. I don't know, something
One.
minimal. No, very. It's
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, but then I always sit and tell myself the same question I asked about religion. I'm like, we're living in a world because right now I'm trying to also find a lot more purpose, and I'll judge you as much as I'll judge anyone else.
Please, yeah.
I feel like 99%. I think 99.9% of the world is very selfish.
Yes. There's a Friends episode.
Yeah.
Which they discuss if selfishness is a real thing or not. And the conclusion was that they couldn't find one thing in the world that is selfless. They came up with one example, which is a bee. When a bee stings you, it stings you to save her kids. And so the bee dies to save her kids. That is the only selfless situation they found in planet Earth. But other than that, everything we do is selfish.
Yeah.
It's okay to be selfish.
I even think, let's say, look, I have a beautiful family. I even think in families, everything is based on, how we say like the only true love is between a mother and the kids or something. I also don't believe that. I feel like if you're with a family and your mom treats you horribly, you're not going to stay. So is that true love? No, because there's lots of moms and families that are completely discombobulated. I think everything is conditional, but that also like makes you think, no?
Makes you think.
It just makes you think, why are we here?
Yeah, why am I here in this podcast?
Like it makes you think like what's gonna like if I was trying to think of a bigger picture, like why are we on planet Earth? We're gonna die anyways.
I think that one important thing which I figured out is like we have to live with a purpose and like very important purpose in life.
Yes.
So
But what's the purpose?
The purpose is to leave planet better than you found it.
yeah, to spread to spread a good message, to teach the kids, for the future kids, good things, and make them understand that we're not perfect. You're on a journey. You're gonna make mistakes. God is the most forgiving, so you can forgive yourself, move on, make yourself a better person any day, and you always have second chances.
All right, moving on. You have your own education company. How's that going?
Good?
Really? I had no idea.
It's called Nas Academy.
Yeah, Nas
That is
Academy.
amazing.
By the way, that's something I actually love, guys. A lot of people, I guess, when people do these online universities that they charge money for, it's like another money making method. I generally think it's good. When you're in university, people complain, why is it so expensive? Then people are doing it online now cheaper.
Yeah,
Now
the
they're still
only money
complaining.
making thing is a physical university.
Yeah.
Like American university was $60,000 a year.
Very
That is
expensive.
crazy.
Yeah. By the way, what's your opinion on normal schooling systems like that?
Like expensive normal
Yeah,
schools?
expensive universities or just universities in general, like the
I think it's, unless you're going to the top 5% of universities, everything below that is probably not a good use of money.
Yeah, it's just weird.
So unless you go to like, I don't know.
You went to
American-
Harvard, no?
Yeah, so I went to Harvard because the Harvard brand, not because of Harvard education. If you go, what's American University, NYU Abu Dhabi, very good, right? That's worth the money. University Sharjah, like Khalifa University, worth the money, right? But other universities are probably not worth the money. Like basically brand name universities are worth the money.
Yeah.
Non-brand name universities are probably not worth the money.
They should reduce their rates.
Definitely. And make it less time. You should not take 4 years to go to college. Did you go to college?
I did 1 year.
I figured.
I
Did you go to
dropped
college?
out.
I didn't finish the last year. I was
So
studying
you
psychology.
3 years.
2 years.
Yeah. It's, it shouldn't be 4 years. I think it should be 2 years and you're done.
Yeah.
And if you want to continue,
Unless
you
you're
can
doing
continue more.
medicine or you're an engineer.
Yeah, unless you're medicine or
It's
engineer.
like really needs a lot more knowledge.
Yes,
in
yes,
that.
yes.
All right, guys. That's been the podcast.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow, I need to
Ding,
go to the
ding, ding.
bathroom.
Hell of an episode.
Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, you know who else has a university? Andrew Tate.
Yeah, you got me. He's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Do you have uniform? Like they should have uniforms. Like the boxing
Oh yeah, you should have like a university war.
Andrew
You know, like
Tati University.
Hogwarts. Like they have the Slytherins and.
Last message to the people watching this: spread your love.
Okay,
and your-
my last message is we all come with good intentions. I
Yeah.
come to you with good intentions. She comes to you with good intentions. He comes to you with good intentions. I believe in everything we discuss. No one here is actively trying to make the world worse.
Yeah.
And as long as we agree on all these three things, then I think, I hope they enjoyed the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Subscribe, like, check out Nas. I'm sure you've seen him everywhere.
No, sire.
Nasir.